What up, Neato Fit? Hopefully that's not too loud. We're just working today. That's it. No promises on value. Should I binge One Piece? You should absolutely binge One Piece. Sorry to hear about your back though. But yeah, One Piece kicks ass. I watched the whole thing in like a day and a half. That was good content. I must say, One Piece for the win. Can I move this up here? I realize how blind I am. Mike, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, I love the One Piece anime adaptation. It was good stuff. I never watched the anime, so I'm probably a horrible source for giving my opinion. But I know two people who did watch the anime, and they loved it. So I don't know. Take that for what it is. But I thought it was a great show. And honestly, if a show stands alone as a good show, and you don't have to watch the anime originally, then it's probably a good sign. Probably a good sign it's actually quality content. I'm shocked at how many people are here right now. We're just doing orders today, guys. Some people said they like watching me pack things because it's satisfying. So I'm like, alright, bet. We'll make a live stream out of this. So I'll try to answer questions and comments as I work, but ultimately this stuff does have to get done today. This is all Raging Surf orders for the most part. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of Raging Surf. What's up? Hey, Poketino. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been working hard on the content, guys. I've been going at it. Investing in some One Piece. Yeah, the One Piece, oh, that's a good song. The One Piece English cards are popping off. I wish we could get them. We don't have access to One Piece English from our distributor, which is like super upsetting. Our Japanese stuff sells pretty damn well though, but I don't know. I feel like English is probably the way to go if you're like investing in One Piece. But you guys know how I feel about investing in TCG. I'm pretty blunt that like only do it if you absolutely can do it. Take care of the important stuff first, because a credit card debt. Usually the interest rate on credit card debt is gonna outweigh any interest that you gain investing in silly things like this. And I say that as someone that invests in this stuff. Pokemon Wonder, what up? Guys, Pokemon Wonder, he just chatted in the chat. That's where you do it. He has a channel that I will be on. He's got a podcast, a video podcast. So go subscribe to Pokemon Wonder, and we're going live tonight. We're doing a podcast tonight at, I don't even know what time, 10? I don't know. Let me know what time in the chat, Pokemon Wonder. I got it on my calendar. I promise I'll be there. But yeah, 10 or 11 or 9. At some point we're going live tonight, so go follow Pokemon Wonder. 11 p.m. Eastern time. Alright, there you go. So, or whatever EDT, yeah. Good. Sorry, I don't have my schedule together. Listen to him, he's smarter than me. Egon, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the thing. What do you think about the new Japanese set? Raging Surf? I think it's great. The reason I think it's great is because it's cheap. It's affordable. And we need more of that in our life, guys. Not everything has to come out the gate at $150, so I love it. I'm all about it. I think we might be going back to a time of actually affordable Japanese sets. 151, obviously that was kind of a fluke, but Clay Burst, that started off at like $200 because whatever card was in there. There was some card in there that everyone wanted. And Triplet Beat was the same way. I had the Dendra, I believe. And Ruler of the Black Flame might have been the worst of it. That set was like 185 out the gate. and then it just crashed and burned. And like, it didn't crash because it was a bad set. It crashed because it should have never been high in the first place. It was just a standard set. Like, the MSRP on this stuff is $40, guys. You know, if you live in Japan and you can get it for that price. So yeah, you got Ruler the Black Flame coming out at like $180. Of course it's gonna crash. But yeah, so if we've learned anything from Clay Burst, Triplet Beat, Ruler of the Black Flame, and now Raging Surf, that's 4 sets in a row, not including Pokemon 151, that basically are like actually affordable sets. So for the next set, I think it's a double set. It's like Ancient Roar and Future Flash. I would suggest not buying them on release day, which I've been saying for a while now. Wait until like the Monday after, so wait like 3-4 days. It'll probably crash, just like the other ones have. Just an idea, trying to save y'all some money. Ironically, we make a lot more money on these cheap sets like Raging Surf. What's up, Evie Grace? Evie's walking around. Because our margins are the same, and you guys buy a lot more. So I don't like expensive sets either. It's not like we make more on expensive sets. I have to put up more capital, and you guys have to spend more, and so then you buy less of them. It's a lose-lose for everyone, trust me. Look at all these people here. Greetings from Belgium. What's up? Heavy and Sarah, hello. Yeah, Pokemon Wonder. It's a video podcast, Pokemon Wonder, guys. Go follow them. Thoughts on Raging Surf? I dig. Hi from Canada. Cap89, what's up? James Wood. Hey, mate, how's it going? Nice. Hey, make some designs. Okay, we got an artist in the house. Let's go. What do you make? Thanks for chilling. I personally enjoy watching people work while I work. I don't know. I listen to a lot of those lo-fi work with me, lo-fi study with me videos. And I don't know, I feel like I play enough like lo-fi music in the background of my videos, and I love it, but it gets kind of boring. So we're listening to K-pop today. And maybe you don't like that, and that's fine. I'll do a lo-fi video at some other time. Hello from Spain, Y Pose. Hello. I got quite an international audience, don't I? Yeah, it's good to see everyone. We got Canada, Belgium, Spain. I love it. I wish I sold to you guys. I'd probably be doing pretty well on sales if I just opened my borders up a little bit. But that is unfortunately not a thing at this time. I will go international as soon as I can. I gotta figure out the kinks. Do you ever open any of your sets? Gotta Mitchell, what's up? I have a very small private collection. There's a famous quote by Kendrick Lamar, if you listen to rap music, and it goes something along the lines of, I don't smoke crack, I just sell it. And yeah, when you have a basement like mine, it is very tempting to, you know, basically open every piece of inventory you have and then go bankrupt. I actually had a bit of a spending problem before I started the business. And I'm talking like an actual like problem, like thousands of dollars a month. So as an ex-spending addict, I try not to go too crazy. I gotta get sealed collection I'm building up though. Every set I keep like 2 cases of it, because I think one day they'll be worth a lot of money, and it's fun to see them on the shelf, you know. Let's see. Everybody watch the Pokemon site crash. I know, the Van Gogh thing is nuts. I knew that would be a disaster. I didn't want to say it because I was afraid of like people saying, "Oh, you're hyping it up." But like as soon as I saw that, I'm like, "Yo, this stuff's gonna be selling for $500 in a freaking day." It's like $200 or $300 right now on eBay. 1655 in the UK, and me and wife are doing designs for mugs, coasters, towels, etc. Yo, that's dope. Why don't you carry the start decks? A-dubs, it's actually funny you say that. We've got the start decks on the way from Japan, the Skeledirge and Mewtwo ones. We've got those on the way from Japan right now, actually. I need to put them on my website later this week. They'll be a good price. They'll be a better price than anywhere else you can get them. I'm obviously late to the party, but I was waiting for a good price so I could pass it along. So yeah, it's funny you say that. I literally ordered them today. Ordered the Ultimate Premium Collection the other day. Can't wait to get it. When do you think they will ship from you? How many days did it take? Jeremy, thank you for the order. We should be able to get them out on the 5th. The 5th or the 6th tops. The official release date is the 7th. Or the official release date is the 6th. We should be able to get them out 2 days before that. So you'd probably get them 3-ish days after we ship. So you'd probably have it like the 7th, I'd imagine. Do you mind explaining what problem you face for expanding internationally? Yeah, so international shipping, the problem is, and I did this before, I actually shipped to Canada and Mexico for a bit. And the problem is, we have like such a variety of things, size-wise, like there's big, collection boxes and then little Japanese boxes and everything in between, and then booster packs. So I don't know how many things you're gonna order, so I have to assume you're gonna order big things. Otherwise I lose my ass on shipping. But if I assume you order big things and you order like 3 booster packs, then you're gonna look at the shipping price and be like, yo, who's this ripoff artist? So there's just such a variety of items, and if you're buying internationally from me, you're probably placing a big order with big items. And then I lost a ton of money shipping because I was trying to give a good shipping price. And people would buy like 6 booster boxes, which I appreciated. But then it's like extremely expensive to ship. So basically my problem is I have too much of a variety of items. We don't need that big ass box. We get these little boxes. So I'm trying to figure out how to make that work, if that makes sense. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, I appreciate the order, Jeremy, and anyone else who ordered. And if you're an international audience member, thanks for, at least watching the YouTube channel. I hope it's been valuable. I don't know how many people are actually out there that want to start a Pokemon business. I can't imagine there's very many. Yet my videos do get a lot of views. So I don't know if it's people that are just like curious and like that type of content, or if I'm actually speaking to thousands of people that want to start a business. Either way, I mean, awesome for me, but I've always been curious. I'm like, who is my audience? A lot of y'all are not from the United States. And I know in like Spain and Belgium and Mexico and Canada, there aren't a lot of Pokemon stores, especially selling Japanese. So maybe, you just want to be the first one to the market. And let me tell you, if you're the first one to the market, you're going to do pretty damn well in this industry. You're definitely speaking to me because it's something I want to do in the near future. CZR, hey, good to hear it. It's fun. It's a fun industry. I highly recommend it. It's a good time. Gecko Gaming, I hope you don't take this the wrong way. As an ex-creator, I gotta say, you have to stop beating yourself down. And also, why are you doing this? This has 0 value. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I troll myself like I troll everyone else. What I meant by 0 value is, all my content, like I'll give myself some love here. I'll give myself some love real quick. I think all the content I've posted in the past 3 weeks has been incredibly valuable, like very educational and hopefully profitable for you guys in the future. And this particular piece of content, I guess it's valuable now that I'm talking. I didn't know if I'd be able to answer questions realistically. I don't know how well my multitasking is. Apparently it's okay. So it was more like, hey, you're not going to learn anything today, But if you like K-pop music and watching some 30-year-old dude in his basement, here you go. No, trust me, I've got a good ego. It's healthy. I'm just sarcastic and I like to troll, including myself. I appreciate the nice comment though. I'll try to beat myself up. I'll try to beat myself up a little less, but no, I'm proud of what I've done so far. I noticed I keep on wanting more though. I'll break a sales goal. I want more. I break a YouTube goal. I want more. You know. Your condo's helped me a ton. Gecko, I've seen your name a lot. I don't know if. Oh man, I got ripped. That sucks, huh? We'll make that a pack one. I need to get a new box for you then. Yeah, I've seen your name on, I don't know where, either on Twitch or YouTube or Instagram, but I see Gecko Gaming a lot, so thanks for being a follower. Whatever got cheaper via eBay. Yeah, James, I plan on using eBay as kind of my my assistant, so to speak, in international shipping. There was a global shipping tool. It was called, I think it was called the GP, the Global Shipping Program. And that was super helpful because eBay basically did all the work for you. Essentially, you shipped your order to Kentucky, which is like a state on the bottom right of the map. And they were kind of a hub for international shipping. So then the Kentucky hub would handle it from there, essentially. And of course, that's been in the back of my head for a few months now. And apparently they just got rid of it. Like, they just ended it. It's been around for years. I used this as like a high school kid. Apparently they're replacing it with something similar, but every time you replace something with something similar, it usually sucks. So we'll see how eBay's replacement works. I think it's kind of in beta right now. So if I can get access to that, I'll basically build out a store on eBay for my international customers and we'll get that cooking. I gotta charge an extra 10% though because, you know, eBay charges me an extra 10%, which kind of sucks. You know, that's how it goes though. Super Jedi dude. Super, there we go, Star Wars. Super Jedi dude. Thanks for all the great content. Hey. Inspiring and starting my own business. Keep it the great way. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's crazy how many entrepreneurial people are out there. I must have hit a really specific niche with my YouTube content. I would have never guessed there's that many people like me out there. Sarah has been side hustling custom booster packs since last year quite successfully in my small town. Placed my first order from a distributor. Sarah, look at, okay. Alright, I hear you, Sarah. Good for you. That's a huge freaking step, so give Sarah some love in the chat, y'all. What about DHL? They have some pretty good international shipping tools and fixed rate. Yeah, Gecko, DHL kicks ass. We actually use them, I should say one of our, hi Evie. Hi girl. Evie wants to play. We use them when we imported stuff from Japan. But again, the problem isn't so much the international shipping rates, it's more just the variety of orders and order sizes people can place. Like, again, some people buy one box, some people buy one pack, and some people buy a whole case. And it's just hard to get a price set on that without using like fixed rate shipping boxes. It's probably not as hard as I'm saying it is. I'm just like not good at that kind of thing. I'm good at a few things, and then international shipping just doesn't happen to be one of them. Neither does basketball, but what are you gonna do? John, USPS has great shipping rates within the US. Once it leaves the US, it gets expensive. Yep, 100%, John. They still have the global, okay. Pokemon Wonder, that's good to know. I need to look into that. My main eBay account got like, it's a really long story, but it essentially got disabled, and I'm kind of pissed about it. So I'm in the process of updating my secondary eBay account. Super annoying though. Honestly, I'd probably have that whole international thing done by now, but Raging Surf has just taken over my life. And on top of that, we just got done with English 151 ETBs and the other ancillary products. So it's been a busy week. And then next week we got English 151 UPCs, and I think the Alakazam and Zapdos boxes. So it's just been a busy time, but once the UPCs are out, we won't have anything new until like mid-October, I think. Yeah, like mid-October. That's when Ancient Roar and Future Flash release. So we should be pretty solid. I'll have a good solid week off, and then I can work on eBay and international shipping. Because then November 3rd, English Paradox Rift comes out. Pokemon does not rest, man. Pokemon's in it for the money. Every day there's a new freaking set that gets announced or released or both. It's nuts. What do you think about starting mystery packs of 50 to 100 cards and then moving into sealed products? I think mystery packs are a good business model for sure. I am not going to personally do it. I've built up like too much, and there's nothing controversial about mystery packs. But I built up too good of a reputation to risk it on that, because mystery packs can piss people off. Even if you're not trying to scam people, like you could do it completely ethically. But it's like, you know, if one person gets one of the weaker mystery packs, and then you're a scammer. And I never do anything like that. Like, even if I had 1 out of every 5 of these has a Master Ball holo, for example. Well, maybe I'm being honest. Maybe 1 of these does, or maybe 5 of these does have a Master Ball holo. But for everyone that doesn't get it, they're gonna assume the whole thing was a scam. That's what I worry about. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm being a little too negative. But I make enough income on this stuff where I'm not gonna risk it on doing something else. But I think it's a great business model. I just, like, not for me personally. Do I use Shopify? Hell yeah, I use Shopify. Shopify for the win. When I order directly from Japan, I use DHL. Yeah, I had 2 Japanese suppliers that use DHL, and now everyone uses FedEx International, which is really fast. I get stuff in 2 days from FedEx. It's really nice. What else do we got? I didn't think I'd do this many comments. Trying to build my own business in Chile. Another country. My God, so many countries. But people are cheap here. Yeah. Jordan, I feel you. I feel you. We got Chile, UK, Belgium, Spain, Canada. Forgot who else is here. Maybe that was everyone. 6 English sets a year, 8 to 9 Japanese. Yeah, Gecko, 100%. Well, then there's a bunch of, like, the ancillary products, like the Skeledirge and Mewtwo decks. I'm getting those in. And then there's the UPCs and the Shiny Star set at the end of the year. There's always, like, a little thing in between the things. There's a lot. It's a lot. Chris Grego, hey, I just watched your business story video and it was great. Yo, thank you, Chris. I appreciate the view. And we got a German as well. All right, Germany, what's good? What's good? Hey guys, let's try to get the stream freaking famous. Hit the little thumbs up button for me. Thank you so much. You gotta boost up the algorithm, man. The algo controls all. We trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, not because it actually matters, but because I just want to say I did. So help me out. Hit that little thumbs up button, y'all. Washington State, CZR, okay, we gotta represent the U.S. too. Facts. The U.S. is also a country. Got my advantage. My dad travels the U.S. every month, so I bring. Yo, that's a good advantage, Jordan, because shipping, I imagine, to Chile is extremely expensive, and I don't imagine a lot of people do it in the U.S. Typically, when the U.S. has international shipping, they're talking about Canada and Mexico. So, yeah, if you're in a different continent than Canada or Mexico, you're usually kind of SOL. You want me to fix that, girl? Evie needs her blanket adjusted. Come here, scooch. Scooch. Okay, how's that? Got a needy dog. What else we got? Tyler, Brian, what is the holdup with English One Piece? I just don't think they carry it, Tyler. I'm with Southern Hobby. Oh, there's 3 there. I need a bigger box. I'm with Southern Hobby, and it's the only distributor I've been able to grab. I've told you guys before, distros are very hard to get. And even for me, I'm like, I show them, like, yo, distributor A, B, C, or D, I've got like nearly 5 million in sales. Help me out, bruh. But inventory is so scarce that they're just not taking on more people. Oh shit, we don't want that. They're just not taking on more people. So hopefully one day I can get a hold of a supplier that has One Piece. But right now I'm kind of SOL. By the time I get a supplier that has One Piece, the set won't be hype anymore. No one will care. That's how it usually goes, eh? Will you be getting Union Array of Bleach set? Releases the 29th. There's a Bleach set coming out? Oh god, you guys know more stuff than I do half the time. I'm busy with this crap. I miss memos. Yeah, I love Bleach. I would, just for my own selfish needs, I will try to get that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write that down, because otherwise I'm gonna forget. I usually just type things on my phone, but we'll just write it right here. Bleach. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'll look into that. Those Union Arena sets are pretty cheap too, so it'll be affordable at least. That's awesome. Just had an idea when I talked about Brian's business model. She said, Brian, be your vendor for the Canadian side. Yeah, when I get international shipping figured out, I'm apparently going to be the vendor for a lot of people in a lot of countries. Because apparently y'all outside of America and Japan, Pokemon doesn't like you. It's like, I don't know. It seems like Pokemon only cares about the US and Japan. Maybe a little bit on the UK side, maybe a little bit. But the Americans and the Japanese, we get all the promo cards, we get all the special sets. I don't know, I feel bad. Pokemon needs to show love for other countries. Looking to create a side hustle, more or less, and fund my own collection from Israel. Interesting, okay. I got an Israel residents here as well. I missed that. You're living the dream. Ryan, what's up? Ryan Holding. I'm realizing I missed a bunch of comments. Or maybe not. I don't know. A lot of comments. Ryan, thanks for being here. Got Blorgotron. Great content lately. You mentioned Trello. Would love to see a video. Yeah, Trello kicks ass. I will absolutely make a video on how I run my Trello boards. It's not very sophisticated, to be honest. Like, I'm not like a master user of Trello, but all I do is keep track of orders with it. So you don't need to be too fancy. What else do we got? Brian, not sure if you mentioned this before, but how much profit do you think you make a year selling Pokemon cards? Googly, what's up? Good to hear from you. Not as much as you think. Just because the margins this year are so bad. Like, year one, our profit was really good, but our volume was down because we were new. Now we're at year, like, 2.5 or something. So we're selling a lot, but our margins are ass. But, oops. I don't know. It'll really depend how the remaining sets go. I think the shiny set coming out Christmas time. Stand by. I think the shiny set that comes out Christmas time is going to be a huge revenue booster. I would estimate like maybe $250,000 a year. And a lot of that just goes to products. It goes to like the cost of goods sold category. So I basically throw a lot of that on inventory. Because like cash in this industry really isn't valuable. I'd rather have products. It appreciates faster, and you just need to be ready. I mean, if I get a big influx of customers, having a bunch of money in my bank account, that's not going to be helpful. So yeah, I spend a lot of it back into product, but yeah, I mean, probably about a quarter-ish. You ship to Europe. We do not ship to Europe. If you just got here, I was just complaining about our lack of international shipping. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're working on it. We're working on it, Europeans. Mike's a Florida man in the chat. What's up, Mike? Good to hear from you. Thanks, we can subscribe. Love your content. Oh, we got a Puerto Rican? I'm telling you, man, the international audience on here is nutty. I guess Puerto Rico is part of the U.S., but it's still different. Puerto Rico's, you know, it's different compared to Nebraska. So thanks for being here. You live a long ways away. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like, oh, please don't cancel me for being stupid. Let's see what we got. Do you like K-pop? I love K-pop. I went to a Blackpink concert in Texas a couple months ago. We weren't quite front row, but we were damn close to the front row. I mean, we were close enough to where I could throw a football and have Lisa catch it. And I don't have a very good football throwing arm, so that says a lot. It was probably the best concert I've ever been to. I've stood front row at Eminem twice, and he's my favorite rapper of all time. But the Blackpink concert, I think it took #1. I'm gonna be honest. That was such a good show. Pokemon's not the problem, it's the international import and distributor. Yeah, okay, Gecko, fair. Go ahead to the gym and pick up the kiddos. Hey, it'll be a good talk, Pokemon Wonder. Peace out, guys. Go follow Pokemon Wonder on YouTube. Go subscribe. I'm doing a podcast on his channel tonight. So go subscribe to his thing. And I'll talk to you all tonight about business and whatnot. Got Mitch Amal. What do you use to make your thumbnails? Canva. Canva.com. That is the greatest freaking website I've found in my entire life. 99% of it's free. There's some paid features, but you can do pretty much anything for free on there. It is an amazing tool for anything. I make all my images on my website, my logo, my thumbnails, all of that it's like Canvas, but without the S, so canva.com. Great website. Jedi Dude, do you think Pokemon Market will be getting a boost soon, similar to how it was a couple of years ago? I don't think we're going to get a 2021 boom again until there's another global either catastrophe or global something else. I just don't think it's realistic. I think that was kind of just a weird time. I mean, what else boomed in 2021? Candle making kits? Like, it was a weird time. But yeah, I think this is more like closer to normal. Maybe a little below normal. Like, I think Pokemon English cards are way undervalued right now. But yeah, I don't think the 2021 vibe is coming back. Yeah, A-dubs, I agree. Currently moved to Virginia and have 3,000 MSRP in mixed products. Nice. Any tips to turn that into a Pokemon business? Doing rip and ships is good. You can charge a little bit of a premium since you're spending your time. So rip and ships are pretty good ways. Local things, I just made a video the other day. It's like a 22-minute video, and it basically teaches you how to start like a local little pop-up shop, and that might be a good way to kind of churn and burn inventory. BRB? Hey now, it's just me. It's just me. Crazy dogs. Okay. Gonna need more Raging Surf here at some point. Yeah, thank you for watching. Toilet paper business went boom. Yeah, toilet paper, candles, all that stuff. What else we got? Yeah, James, I agree. Or Jamie Wood. All the way from Nebraska to Texas to watch Blackpink. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's better than going to South Korea. Texas was a bargain. I would have flew to Korea though to see them. I'm just glad I didn't have to. That would have been a lot more expensive. I'll give you an example. Our distributors. Gotcha, Gecko. That sucks. You go there. That's awesome, Jordan. I'm gonna try my best to get that international vibe started, because I don't know. I gotta give love to my audience outside of the U.S. Apparently, I have a big one. Yeah, so thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Hopefully, eBay International shipping program's all I need, but you know, we'll see. I want to see twice, and that was an amazing experience. Nice, Danny N. I only have seen Blackpink in the K-pop world, but there's a chance I'll go see like a different group. Twice would be cool. I've got a TV actually right over here. We use it to play Super Smash Bros. I can't hang anything here. It's all insulation. You see that white? That's not a wall. That's insulation. So there's no like studs to mount things from. Peace out, Googly. 1, 2, 3. Have a good night or day, wherever you are. Okay, what else do we got? 30511. Yeah, we have a lot more of these suckers to package. It's actually nutty. Probably just use that. We're at 800 Raging Surf boxes sold, which is just absolutely nutty. 800. They're affordable though. They're only like 76 bucks. So yeah, they sell better than any other set. Okay. Bubble wrap going here. One guy bought 15 grand of stuff the other day. I think he's a streamer. But regardless, that order took a long time to pack. Anybody see the Pokemon Center Van Gogh is live? Yeah, it's already over. The Pokemon Center Van Gogh thing came and went very fast. And people are selling the cards for like $200 to $300 on eBay, which is just absolutely freaking out of this world crazy. Not happy with it. My favorite Raging Surf card. I had one. Let me look. I made a video going over some of them. I forgot. I can't think right now because, you know, how it is. Oh, I liked the, it's not even a cool card. It's, the Cyclizar. I was like, I made a video on that subject. It's not even that cool. It's a Cyclizar art rare. And it's like the 4 Cyclizar, like, you know, lined up at like a bike rack or whatever. And they're like, you know, chatting with each other, one's sleeping. It's probably worth like 42 cents. But I had a bunch of lizards growing up, so I really like reptiles. And I was just like, you know what, this is for me right here. Like, I think reptiles are the greatest creatures on Earth. So I irrationally love that set. You don't always have to like the most expensive card, you know. Cat, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the advice. I hope one day I can do an 8-hour One Piece binge while making money. Hell yeah, Randy, that's what's good. Yeah, you can make money while you do this while you're watching TV. It's sort of passive income, but it's not passive income because after your One Piece binge ends, you got to go down to your basement and pack the order. So it feels like passive income, but it ain't. It is nice getting orders while I watch One Piece, though. I must say, it's a good feeling. I never saw it go live at all. Steve, I think honestly it was live for like 2 minutes and they all sold out. Like, I think like everyone missed it. Absolutely nutty. Knowledge is great, helpful and all, but the real star is your hair. Ryan, thank you. My hair gets more compliments than I do, I swear to God. I made a video, it's not out yet, but regarding the hair routine, because everyone asked, and I think you'll find it really funny. We tried to throw some comedy down in there. Yeah, you guys will like it. Did you see the video from the Van Gogh Museum? It looks like Black Friday at Museum Gift Shop. Really? No, I did not see that video. I need to check that out. I basically woke up and just got to work. And then I got distracted and I was like, you know what? I can make a live video doing orders. So here I am, obviously quite distracted. We're gonna do labels now. So I am gonna move this to like there. That looks good, I guess. Too many things. Did you see the video from Van Gogh? Rattle just posted a YouTube video on it. Interesting. Yep, I'm gonna check that out then. Rattle's always on it. Like, he's always posting. Like that dude just throws content up. I guess he probably doesn't own a business, so like he's got a little more time than I do. But if I could post as much as like Rattle and Applesauce and Seismic and Opossum Bud, I'd be probably a lot bigger on YouTube. But yeah, I try to watch like his content when I can. He's got good stuff. Let's see. If so, which English sets do you recommend? Super Jedi Dude. Yeah, English sets. I am a big fan of investing in things that nobody else wants. Because once you start hearing about it, it's already too late. Like, as soon as you see a Reddit post about a good investment, it's already too late. You're late to the party. So everyone's kind of trashing English right now because like low value or whatever. So yeah, I think it's a great time to invest in English. I myself am pretty heavy bags into all of it. Basically what I did is I'm a vendor, so I can buy stuff at warehouse price. Quite frankly, you guys can buy this stuff damn near warehouse price too, which is nuts. So, you know, I put my money where my mouth is. For example, if I think I'm gonna sell 500 boxes, I order 600 from my distro, and then I keep 100 on hand. And so I've got several hundred of all the sets actually. I probably have about, I don't know. I probably got like 20 grand of Paldea, 30 grand of Obsidian Flame, and only like 10 grand of the base set. The base set sold pretty well because it was new. It was new and interesting. But I'm heavy bags into English. You know, whatever the math is on that, 50 grand, whatever. Because it's not going to go lower. Like, the downside risk, in my opinion, is pretty low. Like, it might take a long time to appreciate, so, like, hi, Rosie. Rosie's sitting on my feet. Like, don't invest if you don't have the money. Or, I should say, obviously, don't invest if you can't, like, keep your capital held up. Like, do not throw down 20 grand if you think you might need 20 grand in a year, because like you're gonna lose money if you have to resell the product. If you invest $1,000 into something and then a year later you realize, oh crap, I need $1,000, well, consider 120 of it gone because you're gonna have to pay eBay fees to get rid of it. So just something to keep in mind. But I think any of the new sets that people are making fun of, I think they're all great. I mean, Obsidian Flames has like a few Charizards in there. Right now nobody cares, but in 10 years people will. So yeah, any like investment advice that I give assume it's like 5 to 10 years out, which is what an investment should be. Like there's no reasonable investment, at least outside of 2021. You know, that was a crazy time, where you're gonna churn we're gonna double your money every freaking month that you hold a product. It just doesn't make sense. It's just not how it works. Jason, I missed some comments. Have you considered being a middleman for a small company business? Sometimes buying a case from IG is scary. Poketino, I feel you. We, you know, we're a retailer first, so our inventory, you know, trades hands enough times where it's hard to sell things to another business where you other businesses can still make a profit. You know, it trades hands too many times. That being said, we do have like bulk discounts available. They're not like warehouse price discounts by any stretch of the means. But if you email me, Brian, BRIAN, at PokeNE.com, I can give you a list. We've got like Raging Surf, 151, B-Star Universe. Again, the discounts aren't crazy, but if you plan on buying a lot of stuff anyway on the site, then you'll save some money. We sell a lot of stuff to like streamers and LGS owners with those lists. So we try to release a new list every like 2 to 3 weeks. So if that's helpful, let me know. What else do we got? For that amount, I'd fly to Amsterdam, visit the museum. Facts, Ryan. Free business expense vacation. Any 31 cards fit in my Paldea set in 22 spin Scarlet and Violet. There's not. Yeah, those sets are huge. 100%. What do you think of Crown Zenith, the last set with the yellow borders? Personally, this is just my opinion. I think people get really held up on the yellow borders versus silver borders thing. I personally don't think anyone's gonna care what color the borders are, like, in 10 years. I do think people will like Crown Zenith, though. I think people are gonna look back at Crown Zenith for the content and not the color of the borders, personally. But yeah, I think that's probably a good hold. I mean, I'd say anything you can get now that's like undervalued. I don't know what the value of Crown Zenith is, to be honest. Nobody makes fun of that set, so I don't know. But so I'm mostly looking at like Obsidian Flames, Paldea Evolved, and Scarlet Violet base, because those are the ones that are truly undervalued. I mean, people trash on them. And if someone's trashing on something, pending a few circumstances, that's usually what I look at as an investment opportunity. So Crown Zenith, I don't know what the market price on that is right now. I don't have any. I built a small following using Rip and Ship. What's next for me? I want to do what you're doing. Oh, we got 2 bearded dragons. I had 2 as well. They're the best. They're such like beautiful souls. Matt Eisman, what's next for me? You know, we did the Rip and Ships along with our main site. We did both at the same time, and what you'll find, and this is interesting, at least I thought this was interesting, there's not much, if any, overlap. Like, our Rip and Ship customers were Rip and Ship customers. They typically didn't like go to our main site and buy things. They only paid for the experience of a Rip and Ship. So I think a lot of people in my position would be like, oh, well, you need to send those people to your main site. You need to build a website and send them there. I already packaged this one. But I think you should make a site on like Wix or Shopify or Squarespace. We use Wix, which I think is a great site. And I think you should advertise that you have a main site and just see how many people jump over. I think your best bet to get people over to a website, you know, you already have a reputation, you have a following, that's huge. Because, I mean, think about it. Your Pokemon cards, people sell fraudulent ones, resealed ones. There's so many ways to scam people in this industry. And so if you already have a reputation, like, you're in pretty good shape right off the bat. So I would take advantage of that. I would build a website. I would tell my people in the rip and ship, hey, I know you guys spend your money on rip and ships, you like the experience, comma, but if you want to buy sealed product too, you know, I have that. And I don't know, I think that's a good place to start. You don't need to start like, oh, this is that guy. I got 3 weird orders in a row. That's bad luck. And to get people to come to your main site, I would do some sort of like promo code or maybe I really like raffles. You know, like every purchase you make on my main site, you get entered to win something, a booster box, something. Or you go, hey, if you purchase something from my main site, we'll do a rip and ship of, you know, we'll give you 3 free packs to do a rip and ship on, or something like that. Because then you're able to target the fans of the rip and ship and people that want to buy sealed products. So yeah, I would put like Paradox Rift on your main site on November 3rd when that comes out, and I'd say, hey, if you buy a sealed box of Paradox Rift, we'll give you 3 free packs to open on our next live. Just an idea. Nexus polls. Do you recommend going to stores and selling single booster packs? You can do that. I mean, typically stores like sell the stuff more expensive than anyone else. Like, I don't know where you live, but like at our local Target, Hy-Vee, Walmart, they want like $4.99 for a freaking booster pack. There ain't no way you're gonna profit on that. So, I mean, if I were you, I would just go to like my website or TCG Player or any other website, get a box of Obsidian Flames for, you know, $100 and sell each pack for $4. I mean, you'll make a huge margin doing that compared to going to Walmart and buying out their inventory. To me, that's not a sustainable way to do it. I would take advantage of the internet and the fact that all of the stores similar to mine are fire selling this stuff because they're scared of the next invoice they'll have to pay, which will be Paradox Rift. So that'd be my suggestion. What's your opinion of the John Chan, the classic game? I think it's stupid. I really do. I think $400, the MSRP, was already a stupid price. I think it's very similar to what Magic did with the Magic 30. If you guys are familiar with MTG and their little world. I think it was greedy, and I think Pokemon made a mistake. And I think the only reason they're selling for $600, $700, $800 is not because people actually want them, but because the people buying them for $600 think that in a year they'll be worth $1,000. I don't think anyone actually wants it, personally. I think it's people trying to get money and, you know, respect the hustle. But I think that's a bad sign for the market of that particular set, just my opinion. The Japanese one comes out in like a month, I think, sometime in October. I think that'll be a huge disaster. I think if the English one is selling on eBay for $600, $700, I think the Japanese one will sell for $1,000. I think it's going to be an absolute disaster. We'll sell them, but I will have a disclaimer that it's probably going to be a ripoff. So there are many in Vegas with me doing this earlier. Yeah, Nexus, I would say booster boxes online are a good place to start. Pokemon's a commodity. Like, any idiot can buy a Pokemon card anywhere in the world at any time. You can get them at Walmart, Target, my website, Amazon, your local flea market, antique store. You can get Pokemon cards from a second grader to playground. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but you could. So you're not actually selling cards. I don't sell Pokemon cards. I sell my brand, and my brand happens to include Pokemon cards. I mean, why are you guys here right now? You're here to watch some 30-year-old in a Snorlax shirt talk about Pokemon? Like, you're here because you respect my brand, and thank you, by the way. But you're not buying cards from me, you're buying my brand. So I'm saying that because you need to keep that in mind for yourself. You have a rip and ship, which is great because again, people aren't buying from you because they want cards. if they wanted cards, like, I bet you're charging way too much for your rip and shit. And that's good, that's fine. But if they actually just wanted cards, they would buy them for me for 25% cheaper than you're selling them for. They like you. They like your personality. They like what you're doing. So you already have the formula down. You just have to take that formula and move it to a sealed website. And like I said, you already have an audience, and some of those people will carry over. But ultimately, if you have a successful rip and shit business, that means you're probably a pretty charismatic person. Either you're sarcastic, or you're funny, or you're clever. You have a personality people like. So you need to carry that to the main site, and that might be in the form of social media. Maybe you do what I did and you make a bunch of TikTok videos. Or you start a YouTube channel. YouTube's a lot harder to start on. I would start on TikTok or Instagram, but you need to bring that, whatever personality you bring to your rip and shit people, whatever that is, you need to bring that into TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Do some incentivizing things like, hey, again, come to my site, buy a new box of Paradox Rift, get a free something. Even if you're like only making $10 a box after fees, I would say $10 a box after fees, you're gonna build an audience. And I talk about that. I made a 22-minute video yesterday, 2 days ago. It's on my channel, a 22-minute long video about exactly what I'm talking about. Evie Grace, come here, girl. Where are you going? Come here. We're gonna hang out down here, okay? We're hanging out down here, girlfriend. My dog's trying to run away. Yeah, I made a whole video about it, and I would highly suggest checking it out because it has a lot of the stuff I'm saying now. A little more eloquently worded though, because I'm reading off a script, which is nice. Kami Gobbledygook, I love it. My sister's buying a house in Japan. I have about $25,000 liquid and would like to start an import-export business. Is that enough to start something worthwhile? Wow, $25,000. You're the first person to ask that question that actually has good money. No offense to the people that have less than $25,000. We started very small, and we got lucky because of the market. But yeah, 25 grand. I mean, if you're importing and exporting things, and you're not like renting a, like if you're not like building an actual store, you're just like operating out of your basement like I am. 25 grand's great. What's up, girlfriend? You want a blanket? Come here. Chill. Yeah, 25 grand's great. I would encourage you to just freaking start. Like you're wasting your time talking to me. Go start. Whatever you need to do, go do it. Based in LA. Okay, bet. Brian Team, seriously hilarious. Hey, thank you. I'm a sarcastic guy. It's not even an act. I'm just being myself. Yeah, Isaac, that's very true. I mean, you don't really need to have a good personality as long as you encourage gambling, because if you can take advantage of someone's gambling addiction, then you're going to be A-okay. That's a good point. A lot of apps like Whatnot are allegedly cracking down on that kind of behavior. I think it's nonsense. I don't think anything will change. And I'm not hating on Whatnot. I can't imagine Whatnot just going, nope, you're not allowed to gamble or have raffles or giveaways. It's just not realistic. So, I don't know. That's a good point. Definitely a good point. Paul, what's up, Paul? Have you found... Yeah, Paul R10. So, basically, you know, you're gonna pay more than MSRP on any of this stuff from Japan too, because like the Japanese folks, they gotta get theirs, you know. We basically get a good enough price where we can get them here. We're buying them in quantity, so we get them for less than market price, obviously, and we make enough money per box where we can sell them at market price and still make a profit. So, you know, if the market price of V-Star Universe is $100, that's what Americans are paying Well, if we buy 200 boxes at a time, we can get them for 80 bucks or whatever. And then we can take that and sell them in the US for maybe 95. So we're beating market price, but we're still making $10 to $15 a box. And that's the key. I mean, if you find a Japanese supplier that's not giving you any margin, you just need to find another one. And I say that like, oh yeah, it's so easy. But ultimately, there are so many suppliers from Japan. I mean, we're talking about like Tokyo alone has like, I have no idea actually. There's a lot of people that live in Japan. For such a small country, it's packed. And it's also freaking Japan, so of course there's a ton of Pokemon stores. You can find a better guy in a day. And then you could sell it at market price. I mean, you might need to buy more. Like, if your guy's not giving you great prices, he might just require you to spend more money. Like, we get really good prices, but we're spending like 6 figures per month. So, like, of course, we're gonna get good deals. Back when I was new, and we were only buying like, 5 figures of stuff per month, my prices weren't as good. They were fine, but they've really gotten cheaper lately, and that just comes with growth. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. We've been doing this 2.5 years, which, in all honesty, is stupidly fast for business growth. Like, and it's not because I'm like that good at what I do. I picked a really good time to get in, and I picked a time right when demand for Japanese was popping off. So unless there's another global catastrophe that will help the market like COVID did, don't assume you're gonna get to my level in 2.5 years. Like, again, not because I'm that great. Like, you could be more skilled than I am, but without that advantage of the COVID market, it's gonna take you a little bit longer than it took me. And that's okay. Like, you do not need to hit millions in sales in 2 years. That's a preposterous. I mean, there are some businesses that go years without making like true profit at all. Amazon took a decade before they had $1 in profit. Kind of a sketchy example, but my rise to success, it's not typical, and a lot of it's not even due to my skill. It's due to lucky timing. So I don't know. Something to keep in mind. Like, don't feel bad if you're not growing as fast. What forms of social media do you use when looking for suppliers? Only Instagram. Instagram has been all we've ever used and all we'll ever need. We met one guy on eBay. And then hey, let's be nice to each other. We met one guy on eBay, and he basically directed us to his Instagram. But ultimately, the Japanese folks, they mess with Instagram, let me tell you. So I would just use that. How much starting capital would you recommend for a membership business? Honestly, not much, because you're gonna suck at it at first, and you're not gonna sell very much anyway. So like, enough capital to buy maybe like 2 booster boxes of 3 sets. So maybe you buy 2 booster boxes of Raging Surf, 2 boxes of V-Star Universe, and 2 boxes of Paradox Rift coming out. You're not gonna sell very many when you're new anyway, so like, you don't need to go crazy. So I would just start small, because you're new, so you probably don't have a lot of money anyway. And I'll get people that want to start a rip and ship, and they'll be like, I need 200 boxes, and I'm like, yo, like, you're not gonna sell 200 boxes. You're gonna run out of capital, and then you're gonna be screwed. Because here's what happens. I'll tell you what happens. People that are new to a rip and ship, Obsidian Flames is the set right now, right? Well, they'll be really confident, and they'll buy 2 cases of Obsidian Flames. And, an experienced rip and shipper who they're probably watching, they could sell that in a freaking stream. So the new guys are like, oh, I could do that. They buy 2 cases, and it takes them so long to sell those cases that by the time they get to like half a case, oops, Paradox Rift just came out, and now nobody cares about Obsidian Flames. So now, all their money is tied up in Obsidian Flames, and they can't get Paradox Rift. And now what happens is they're the only streamer on Instagram or whatnot or YouTube that doesn't have Paradox Rift. Who the hell is going to go to you if you have the old set? They're going to want to go to the new set. So your biggest mistake can be getting over leveraged before you have an audience. If you buy 2 boxes of each set and you sell out in 1 day and you run out of inventory, that is not a bad problem. There are worse problems than that. Like, sure, you're losing out on potential sales, but I would much rather lose out on potential sales than spend all my money on something that's going to sit on a shelf and lose value every day. So start small. Like, start real small. That would be my suggestion. Start my ribbon ship with a loan of $200. Yeah, $200. That's perfect. $200. That's, yeah, a couple booster boxes. That's all you really need. What's up, girlfriend? We want to go outside or something? Want food? Alright, my dog wants to go outside, so I guess I gotta go do that. Hold on, I hear you. Evie is going absolutely crazy. I hear you, girl. Hold on. Okay. What should I do with you guys while I'm gone? Can I do that? Let's see, I need a marker. BRB. Maybe that'll work. There's so much lag. Welcome back. I started with English, super. Yeah, and I would say in additional to like, that works. I would say in additional to English stuff, like get other stuff too. Get one-piece cards and Union Arena. Union Arena is really good because it's cheap, but you can still charge a good amount for it. So, you know, switch it up. Alright, I'll BRB. Come on, girl, let's go outside. Come on. Rose, you wanna go potty? Let's go. on, Rose, you got food. Let's go. Come on. Okay, I hear you. You're not dying, relax. Oh, goodness. Alright, we're back. Girls had to eat. I had to go outside. Are we good now? Okay. Life of a stay-at-home dad, am I right? When I get a human child, it's gonna be a hell of a time down here. But I'm lucky I get to work from home because honestly, I don't know how on earth I would do this job. That's the best benefit, working from home. Thanks for taking care of business while I was gone, I appreciate it. Anger Collections, yo, back. What's up? Thanks for being here. We did rip and chips on Twitch for a long time. I haven't been able to do rip and chips lately because I blew up on the main site, so super unfortunate. Hey, let's be nice to each other. Super unfortunate that I got so busy. When I hire somebody, I'm gonna probably get back to Twitch because that was fun. A lot of people stream on Drip Shop right now. Apparently Drip Shop's kind of the place to be. I don't know. I think Whatnot's got so much controversy right now, it's like kind of rough. But I mean, whatever you want to do. I'm off. Need to hit the post. Hey, Jamie Wood, I appreciate that. You have an awesome day. I've also been selling nearby stuff. Come across and looking into Lord of the Rings, Star Wars. See, Haze and Deuce, that's the way to do it. You want to diversify because you never know which one's gonna crash, or at least have a bear market like Pokemon right now. What are you trying to do? $15,000 of product? Why pose? I would say. Come here, girl. Being a big baby. Rose, back off. Eating time is stressful. I would say don't go too deep into any particular set, because if you sell out of a set, you can always get more. Rose, back off. I have two 10-pound dogs, and they are a lot. Go over there. Rosie is a bully. She tries to steal Evie's food. Yeah, I would say don't go all in on any particular set because there's a good chance the set's gonna suck. And I would say don't even go in on one franchise. I mean, White Short sets, they've been good. One Piece has been phenomenal. One Piece, if you can get English One Piece, it's game over. I can only get Japanese. So I would allocate just based on that. Whatever you decide to buy, I would keep like, I don't know, maybe I'd start with like, honestly, like only $5,000, and I'd save the 10 for opportunities that come my way. Like for me, I always try to keep 100 on hand, and you can take 100 as any percentage you want, because at any given time, my supplier, my official distributor from Southern Hobby, English, he'll just randomly hit me up like, hey Brian, I got a bulk deal for you. If you buy, you know, $10,000 of X, you'll have access to $10,000 of Y. And I'm like, oh, bet. So if I went all in on product and I had no capital, I'd miss out on those opportunities. So always keep like a good chunk, a bigger chunk than you think. Keep in cash. Yeah, the inflation's going up and cash is trash and blah 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 blah. But opportunity cost is a lot more expensive than inflation's effect on the dollar. So keep that in mind. It also gives you a good chance to see what's popular. Like me, I went a little too heavy bags into My Hero Academia. Not crazy, but more than I should have, and none of them sold. And I was like, damn, I should have started with a case, and if the case sold, I could have bought 10 more, but instead I bought 10 cases off the gate, and I was like, that was stupid. So try a little bit of a lot, and then see what hits. Crims Gambles. How do you create a website? I use Wix, W-I-X. They're a lesser known competitor to Shopify. A lot of people know what Shopify is. And honestly, like, I'm not smart and I'm not good at technology, but I figured it out really easily. So I would look into that, just how to build a website with Wix. If you use Shopify, you're gonna need an official invoice from like the Pokémon Card company that, hey, I'm legally allowed to sell these cards. Otherwise, Shopify could shut your store down, and I know people who have had that happen to them. So I'd be very careful selling on Shopify if you don't have like an official distributor, which you probably don't. So I'd build my site on Wix personally, and I'm gonna make a video on exactly how I built my site. I'm working on it like in my head now. But that's a big project. Like, making a video on how to build a whole entire website, it's a lot. I mean, I'm gonna have to put in like 12 to 15 hours of work on that by the time I get it like polished and scripted out and edited and, you know, all that stuff. It's a lot longer than I thought. You know, being a YouTuber now, because apparently that's what I am, is a lot more work than I thought it would be if you want to make a video that actually pops off. So I'm working on it. Working on it. Let's see. Hey man, any plans to ship to Canada? Akar Sharma. Yeah, we were talking about that a little earlier. I guess I've been live for a long time now. And I'm working on the whole international shipping thing, maybe through like eBay's global shipping program. I kind of put that project on hold because Raging Surf is what we're doing right now, actually. And between Raging Surf and English 151, I'm just like, I have no additional bandwidth left. Like, I'm completely just overwhelmed. And then I'm working on YouTube now. So once Raging Surf is over, and then once the English UPCs go out in early October, then I'll have like 10 days until the next Japanese set, which is Ancient Roar and Future Flash. And in those 10 days, I'm going to try to get international shipping figured out. And I'll probably make that video about creating a website too. So I'll have like 10 solid days from October 6th to October like 15th-ish to get my crap taken care of. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and I'll have all that up and coming here. Luis Sims, he has a video on how to make a website. Yeah, I do. I don't go too much into detail, but I do indeed have a video up. What else we got? Resolve Yeet Lord, I love the name. Howdy. Thank you for your super in-depth and understandable videos. They really help. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've been working hard on them, to be honest, so I appreciate your appreciation. I hope we can continue keeping that up. I'm running out of ideas. Like, I kind of operate at, you know, 200% and then 0%. And I've been making videos like crazy, and I think they're helpful. I think they're good. But I'm like, Jesus, I've already talked about so many things. I have such a small niche of things to talk about. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do when I run out of ideas, but I guess I'll worry about that when I get there. Usually by now I already gave up on a hobby, so I'm at least sticking with this for a minute. If you guys have any video ideas, like, comment them below, because I could use the help, quite frankly. I think the problem is, once you get going in this particular business, like Pokemon cards, there's not a whole lot to do or talk about. Like, there was a lot that went into building my business, for sure, and like, it took a lot of thought and care and effort. But, you know, once a year goes by and you have a successfully running business, you just kind of do the same thing every day. Like, I was gonna start like a daily vlog, and then I realized that every day is just this. So, creating content is kind of the same way. I'm like, what the hell else do I talk about? I only do 3 things per day. So yeah, I'd love some ideas. So help me out. 0538. What else do we got? Your workload is nothing short of inspiring. Hey, thank you. I'm very lucky. I mean, I worked hard and I deserve it based on my effort, but I'm lucky to be born where I was born and raised how I was raised, because a lot of people don't have that blessing, so to speak. So yeah, I'm happy I get to do what I do, because it's a pretty freaking cool thing, owning a Pokemon card store. It's just the day-to-day tasks are, quite frankly, pretty underwhelming. 30539. Oh, what else do we got? What are your thoughts on spending money on extra branding early on? I was considering getting mailers, personalized tape, and maybe a stamp for the boxes. Haze and Deuce, if you have it, like, yeah, I think it's a good idea. It really depends on how much money you have. But I would say, like, I said this earlier today, people don't buy Pokemon cards from me, they buy my brand. Like, because you can buy Pokemon cards from anywhere. Sometimes cheaper than I have them for. And so ultimately they're buying from my brand. They're buying because they like, trust, or know who I am. So with that in mind, yeah, I think branding, like stickers and business cards and blah, 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 I think those are really good investments. And I think on top of that, since you're going to be new to the business world, your sales are going to be pretty sucky at first. So, like, it's not like you need to spend $20,000 on inventory, because you're not going to sell that much. You'll build up to that. So it's like, if you have, you know, a few $1,000s, spend a couple $1,000s on inventory, and then spend a couple $100s on branding, because ultimately that's what it comes down to. So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're going to get ahead of yourself. It's like, yo, the second you're worried about getting ahead of yourself, you already lost. Like, you need to assume that you're going to be successful or you won't be. So, yeah, invest in the business cards, invest in the stickers, invest in all that, because it'll make you feel more official. And if you feel more official, there's a better chance that you'll get more official. Now, don't go crazy and buy like 2,000 business cards. You don't need 2,000. Buy 100 of them. Buy 100 stickers. You'll pay a little bit more per sticker, but don't be like, oh, if I buy 10,000 stickers, I can get them for 40 cents cheaper. Like, no. I don't even buy that many. Like, I buy like 1,000 stickers at a time. And that's too many. I just like stickers, you know, what can I say? So yeah, I think it's a great investment. Just don't go crazy with it. 1.5. I love how I can take a simple 1-sentence answer and make it into like a 40-second response. That's how to do YouTube though. You gotta take a simple question and turn it into a whole conversation, because otherwise you're just standing here silent and that's boring. What else we got? What do you use for your shipping? Oh man, there's a lot of comments. Is being an official distributor worth it? If so, what income level should I consider it? Being an official distributor, like, we have Southern Hobby, and you're probably not going to have any luck getting a distributor, quite frankly. I don't say that to gatekeep, I say that because I'm the only one on YouTube that actually, like, says stuff that's real and doesn't try to hype things up. My god, the business YouTubers it's sickening. So yeah, when you're new, you're probably not going to get a distributor. Unless you have a brick and mortar. Brick and mortars have a huge advantage with that, by the way. But like, here's how true that statement is. With my sales, my, internet presence, I can't even get another one. I've called every distributor, trying to get a second distributor, because, you know, in case Southern Hobby slows down. Nobody is open right now. So if they're not open for me, unless you have a brick and mortar, because brick and mortars get special treatment, then you're not gonna get one either. And quite frankly, they're not that great. Like now, Southern Hobby's awesome, and they take really good care of me. But I had to give them stupid amounts of money before I had access to good products. For example, they kind of haze you, like, and I'm saying that like tongue in cheek, but they basically want to make sure that you're in it for the long haul because they have a finite amount of products. They might only get 10,000 cases from Pokemon per set. Well, if they have, I have no idea how many people they have. If they have, 1,000 vendors, well, they want to keep their good vendors happy. And so they don't want to give 5 cases to some new Joe Blow from Instagram who wants to start a business. They're going to make sure Joe Blow from Instagram actually has, business acumen. So they're going to be like, yo, you want 2 cases of Paradox Rift? Okay, great. But you got to buy 10 cases of Fusion Arts ETBs. And that's literally how it is. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Like, that's how it is. The amount of stuff I've had to buy. I'll make a video on it. I'll make a whole video on it because people don't believe me. And they don't force you. Like, this isn't like a rule. They don't go, hey, Brian, you have to do... It's an unspoken rule. I noticed that the more crap I took off their hands, the more stuff they'd allow me to get. And talk to any business owner in the Pokemon world, and they'll tell you the same thing. It's just how it works, and I get it. Now, I don't have to buy a pallet of Mimikyu EX boxes to get access to good stuff. I've earned my way. But when you're new, it's pretty hard. So, do I think the concept is overrated? Yeah, I do. Especially in this market where you can get pretty much any English booster box at damn close to warehouse price. I would just do that. Now, one day, hopefully soon, the market's going to shift, and then English booster boxes are going to be, selling closer to MSRP, and then anyone that doesn't have a distributor, they're screwed. They're effed, because how do you compete? If I'm getting a booster box at $95, how the hell are you going to compete with me if you're having to buy your inventory from TCG Player for $130? You don't stand a chance. So with that in mind, you definitely want to get a distro as soon as possible. It's just right now in this market, that's hard to do. If I can't get one, you're going to have trouble. So, I mean, maybe partner with a local brick and mortar store in your area and be like, hey, I want to buy a bunch of booster boxes at a good price. Can you order an extra 10 cases the next time a set comes out? And I'll give you an extra 10% on your margin. Partner with somebody locally because shipping on cases is actually atrocious. And that might be your best bet. Just talk to a local game shop owner because it's going to help them out too. Like, maybe they order, I don't know, $50,000 of each set, for example. Okay, well, if you come to them and you're like, hey, I want to start an online business. I need $10,000 of the next set. Can you order those for me, and then I'll give you 12% markup, or whatever. Well, assuming the store owner still has, like, allocation power, that helps them boost their numbers. Like, they're like, hey, Southern Hobby, we're going to make an order of $60,000 now, and then Southern Hobby is happy, so then they're happy. It's an idea. I'm just making this up on the top of my head. But something to look into, maybe. Who else do we got? Poketino, we use Shippo, S-H-I-P-P-O. Shippo kicks ass. Been watching videos for a month. Salty Boy Coco, appreciate all the advice. I'm ordering my first batch of cards. Salty Boy Coco, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. How to do branding the right way is a great video idea. Yes, it is. Goddamn. All right. Hold on. Branding video. Thank you for that. Yes. I need ideas. I need ideas on videos. AliExpress got 99 cents for 100 Pokemon stickers. There you go. AliExpress, guys. What 3 products would you sell if you had to narrow down your inventory? The newest Japanese product, whatever that is, so Raging Surf right now, 100%. the most popular Japanese product, V-Star Universe or 151 or both, and then the newest English set, so Obsidian Flames or Paradox Rift. So most popular Japanese, and newest English, if I had to pick 3. Yeah, brick and mortars are a ton of overhead, and to me it's not worth it. I think that sounds like an awful life. The fees, the rents, the risk, F that. How long does shipping take from PokeNE order this week? And I wonder if anyone knows. Game Zillow, it depends on what you bought. If you bought a pre-order item, the estimated shipping date is going to be in the pre-order item's description. So look at the item on the website and scroll down to the description. It'll say when it ships. It just depends. So take a look. If you have a question, Brian, B-R-I-A-N, at PokeNE.com. Brian at PokeNE.com. I can check it out for you. Show that booty. Alvin, what's good? What's good? Life order, Raging Surf, guess around back order now. Yeah, Raging Surf, we're working on those now. They should all be out by Monday at the latest. The very latest. Evie, you okay, baby? The dog's choking over there. Is it worth it to invest in Korean? We sell a lot of Korean products. It's like, to me, Korean products are good if their Japanese equivalents are stupidly expensive. So, for example, Korean Black Flame, probably not a great set because the Japanese version is so damn cheap and people like the Japanese version better. On the other hand, you got Korean 151 and Korean EV Heroes, where the Japanese version, and the English version more or less, is stupidly expensive. And since the Korean version's pretty similar, that's a really good investment or item to sell. So Japanese or Korean's awesome, but only if the alternative Japanese is stupidly priced. That's what I found. Like, we don't sell a lot of Scarlet and Violet Korean, but we sell a ton of V-Star Universe, EV Heroes, and 151. So take that for what you will. Japanese high demand US. Japanese is probably a higher demand in the US than English is, I'll be honest. I mean, we certainly sell way more Japanese than English. Of course, that's kind of my niche. That's kind of what I'm known for. But Japanese cards are probably like 80% of our business. And I have an official distributor, so what does that tell you? I'm going to chat it for you. Ryan at PokeNE.com. I just chatted it for you, that email address. Korean is investable precisely because it's cheaper. Yeah, the good thing about Korean is it's way cheaper, and so your downside risk is a lot lower if we're talking investment. And Korean culture is becoming a lot more prevalent in America. I mean, you got K-pop is topping the Grammys. They're taking over, like at Blackpink, freaking headlined, where's my dog? What are you doing, goofball? You know, Blackpink, a Korean band, a Korean group, they headlined freaking Coachella. Like, Korean culture is becoming part of American culture. So it's only safe to assume that the cards could do the same thing in the future, more or less. And it's such a low investment per box that I don't think it's a bad idea. Just do what I said and stick to the sets that are stupidly expensive in Japan, because they'll probably continue to be expensive in Japan, and Korean for a long time will remain affordable for those sets. These hands, yeah. I think a video where I actually talk about packaging is probably a lot more useful than what I'm doing now, so that's a really good point. So I will absolutely do that. Easy, girl. Can you just settle down? My goodness. You need a blanket? Here. Evie is an absolute spaz. She like has these little panic attacks. She needs a lot of support. Alright, there's a blanket for you. What a goofball. But yeah, I can make a video on packing orders, and I want to make a video too about where we get our like shipping supplies. I've made a few like little Instagram stories about it, but people ask all the time, like, hey, where do you get your boxes? You know, where do you get your bubble wrap? So I'm gonna make like an in-depth video about sourcing packing materials. That I think would provide a lot of value. Okay, you know what? It is almost 12:30, which means the postal service will be here very soon, and I need to get my stuff into the garage ASAP. Because if I miss them, I'm gonna be screwed. So I'll answer a few more questions quickly. Spanish Pokemon cards. I've been trying to get Spanish cards because I have a ton of Spanish-speaking customers. So I've been trying to get them. I can't get a good source where it's affordable and legitimate, but I love the idea of Spanish cards just because of my audience. Yeah, I think besides Japanese and Korean, I think Spanish, well, I think the Chinese cards are really good, the mainland China. I think Spanish would be number 4 on the list of like something I would want that's not English. So there's my 2 cents. We're about done here. I'm gonna go put these in the garage and move on with my day, but thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. Follow the channel. We have a whole business playlist if you want to make your own Pokemon card business and other stuff too, just normal Pokemon stuff. So yeah, follow, subscribe, do all the algorithmic things, and buy stuff at PokeNE.com. You can buy these really cute shirts too. Thank you guys. Have an awesome freaking day. Yes, more live streams coming. Apparently it's a success.